What's up, guys? It's Bumpkins. Today is Wednesday, June 16th. Wednesday means New Comic Book Day. New Comic Book Day means New Comic Call Video Day. As always, I went down to my home away from home, Infinity Flux here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, for another big stack of books. It was another big week. Every week is a big week, but this was another one. So I got this stack of books plus a couple other goodies that I'll show you in a minute. But we'll get started with just the single issue, starting off with Captain America Annual Number 1. This is part of the Infinite Destinies storyline or crossover, whatever you want to call it. I had the Iron Man one, I think, is already out. I can't remember which ones are out. Not all of them yet. I think it's an 8-part story, and I haven't read this Captain America series, but I wanted to try out this storyline, so I thought I would give it a shot. Demon Days Americo. This is number 1, but it's different than the other number 1 that was out a month or two ago, a couple months ago, I think. I believe this one features Black Widow. I actually didn't read the last one, although I do have 2 different copies of it, so I'm not sure if I'll read this one either or anytime soon. I'd like to read it at some point, but I like the cover, Peach Momoko cover, pretty cool. Fantastic Four number 33. The Bride of Doom. I think this might be the one where he gets married, but I'm not too sure. Beautiful Mark Brooks cover. I haven't read this series either, but I was intrigued by this Bride of Doom story, so I thought I'd try that out. The requisite Heroes Reborn for the week. We've got Heroes Reborn number 7, the trading card variant, and the action figure variant. I haven't had a chance yet to read these comics from today, but I'm caught up on everything Heroes Reborn thus far. It's a fun story. This actually wraps it up already. It feels like it just started, but it's been a weekly release, so that's probably why I felt like it's gone so fast. It's been a really fun sort of what if type story, and I'm eager to see how it wraps up. Although we do I don't know if this is the actual ending, because we do have Heroes Return number 1. I think that's next week. So I don't know if this is the end, and then that is like an epilogue. That's sort of how the original Heroes Reborn was in the 90s. You had Heroes Reborn and then Heroes Return, and that was a whole thing. But we'll see. But this is the last one of these that we're getting. And then to go along with that, Weapon X and Final Flight number 1. Wolverine hanging out with a bunch of Canadian superheroes. So that should be fun. I've enjoyed most of the tie-ins. I haven't disliked any of the tie-ins, and I've really enjoyed most of them, and a couple of them were just so-so. Miles Morales, number 27. This is the Spider-Villains variant. Sinister Villains of Spider-Man variant, excuse me. Pretty cool cover. One for my buddy Opie, Star Wars number 14. This is the action figure variant. This is a B-Wing pilot. He'll enjoy that. And then the big one, Venom number 200. I believe this is the A cover. I got my covers mixed up. I think I meant to get the other Ryan Stegman cover, but this one's cool too. So I got the A cover and also the Patrick Gleason variant. Let me get those. Yeah, there you go. I haven't read any of this series yet, but I intend to, and I sort of got on the Venom train a while back, and I'm just waiting to catch up, so I'm excited to read those. That's all for Marvel, but over on the DC side, we've got our bi-weekly Batman Fortnite 0 Point number 5. I haven't had a chance to read this one yet either. I didn't get to go pick up my DC books yesterday, so I've had a busy week, so I'm running behind on everything, basically. But I picked up this cover for my son. This is the A cover. Real quick, I say it every time I have one of these, but this is a great story, so don't write it off just because it's Fortnite. This is a good story. This is Batman. Well, this series has featured Batman being a detective. Catwoman's been in it. Well, you can probably see on the cover somebody else has been in it, but I won't say who just in case you can't see it. But this has been a really good story. I have thoroughly enjoyed this story. So that one is for my son, and then I got the B cover for myself, so he and I can both have the codes and enjoy the stuff that comes with them. I don't remember what it is this week, but it's probably going to be cool. The Flash 771, I haven't been enjoying this story all that great. Just Wally West jumping through time and going from one situation to another. It sounds fun. It just hasn't grabbed me for whatever reason. But look at that Brett Booth cover. Brett Booth was born to draw the Flash. So I will get anything that he draws the Flash on. Plus, the story isn't over, so I don't want to quit now. You know, I've come this far. I got to finish it out. Legends of the Dark Knight #2. This is the B cover, the cardstock cover. I haven't read the first one yet, but I do like the idea. As much as I am excited about getting caught up on all the Tynion Batman stuff, I do also like the idea of having one having a Batman story that's separated from that. Now, I know we've got several urban legends and black and white and all that stuff, but this is another one, so I need to catch up on that. Nightwing #81, the B cover. Again, haven't read any of Tom Taylor's run yet. I am saving it to go along with all the Batman catching up that I'm going to do. That is all for the DC stuff. But Image, it was a pretty decent size Image day. We've got Compass #1. This is sort of a Indiana Jones-esque adventurer. You know, set. You know, I believe it's like in the 30s or the 40s. If I'm wrong about that, then sorry. I haven't read the book yet, but the solicits made it sound that way. It sounded awesome, so I'm excited to try that out. Home #3. I have enjoyed this series so far. The kid, I can't remember any of the characters' names, but him developing his powers is progressing as with each issue that goes by. So we'll see how that shakes out in that one. Jupiter's Legacy Requiem #1. I had never read any Jupiter's Legacy books until the show came out on Netflix. I binged the entire everything Jupiter's Legacy, Jupiter's Circle. I think there was 2 volumes of each one of those. 4 volumes total, roughly 20-something issues. I read all of those within a couple days, then watched the Netflix series. The Netflix series I thought was okay. The comics were better. I was bummed to hear it got canceled because knowing how crazy the books get, I would have loved to have seen that in live action, and now we're not going to get that. But this is, you know, for all intents and purposes, a sequel to the comics. So we'll see how that story goes. Oh boy. So, Radiant Black #5. I read this one just a little while ago. You guys, this is bonkers in a good way. So just every issue gets crazier and crazier. Every issue offers more character development, builds the world that they're building inside this book. That world expands with every issue. More of the same in this. I won't say anything about it other than this issue is just phenomenal, and I am loving the world that they're building inside the pages of Radiant Black. So guys, this is a great, great one. I also read The Silver Coin #3. You know, the first issue was the best. The first issue was, you know, somebody finds a silver coin. It brings them good fortune, but it also takes something away. And the second issue wasn't really that. I don't really know what it offered the person, but it sure did take something away. And this was the same. So I'm a little bit confused as to what this series is supposed to be. It's not bad at all, but it's just not what I expected, especially from hearing the solicitations and then from reading the first issue. It's not exactly what I thought it was going to be. It's not bad at all. Definitely not bad. It's worth a read if you're into these sort of horror anthology books. It's definitely worth checking out, but it's just not quite what I expected. But sometimes that's okay. And then Time Before Time #2, I did read. Ooh, it looks like they've got that Marvel white paper cover problem where you can see through the book. But the first one of these was really fun. This really interesting things that they did with time travel. And this I expect to be more of the same. And then Ultra Mega #4. I haven't read any since the first one, so that means I'm now 3 behind. But looking forward to it. And then for the other indies, I picked up a Space Pirate Captain Harlock #1. I've only seen a minimal amount of any of the Captain Harlock anime, but I like the character, I like the design, I like the cover, so we're going to try it out in comic form. Project Patron #3. I've enjoyed the first 2 of these. Things are getting pretty interesting in the book, and we'll see how it continues. Silver City #2 the first one was fairly interesting, setting up a lot of things. It was a big setup, just like a lot of first issues are, and that's okay. So I'm interested to see how that story progresses. One that I was hoping I would have enough time to read before this, but I didn't, is Berserker #3, the foil. I meant to get the Grandpa foil variant, but I don't think this is that one. I grabbed the wrong one, but that's okay. That's fine. It's still a cool foil cover, and I have been enjoying this so far. It is more than just a Wolverine clone story. I enjoy it. You should check it out. Luna #5, I think this is the last of this mini-series, or there might be one more. Regardless, I think I'm about 3 issues behind now, so I'm going to catch up on that. The Many Deaths of Layla Starr, I've heard a lot of good things about this one. I do have the first 2, plus this one. I just haven't read it yet, so we'll get to there. Seven Secrets #9, haven't read this series either, but I'm excited to. I've got all of them so far, so I just need to sit down and do it. Godzilla Monsters and Protectors #3. Picked this one up for my son. I haven't read the first 2 yet either. I don't think he has. And I meant to grab the photo cover, not this one. But that's okay, because the story I'm sure is going to be good. I like the artwork, so he'll enjoy that as well. And then Star Wars The High Republic Adventures #5. I also am behind on this book, but I have enjoyed what I've read so far. I think I may drop off this title after this one, because again, it's nothing against the book. It's just not one of those that I need every month. So I'll probably drop this one. But I did get 2 from my buddy Opie. He's a Star Wars fan, so he's got a couple more Star Wars comics coming his way. So that is all for the single issues, but there was a couple other goodies. One thing that was an impulse buy that I didn't even know about, but Infinity Flux does a great job sitting all these awesome trades right next to the register, and they draw me in every time because there's so much cool stuff out there. And I could not pass up Godzilla Unnatural Disasters. This collects 3 different series: Legends, In Hell, and Rage Across Time. So guys, the artwork in this is phenomenal. I didn't know about this. My son didn't know about this. I brought it home for him. He was completely surprised. He was really excited to get it. I'm going to read it too, because it looks super cool. I mean, look at that cover. That's awesome. So I'm glad that Megan and the folks at Infinity Flux put these next to the register, because I wouldn't have known about it otherwise. I may have missed it if it was on the shelf back there. And I am glad that I have it. And then it couldn't be a week without getting another omnibus. This is the Heroes Reborn, the original Heroes Reborn omnibus. This has all of them: Captain America, Iron Man, Fantastic Four, Avengers, and a couple other things too. Hulk #450. This was a little bit of an impulse pre-order. I did pre-order it. It was a little bit of an impulse because I don't really need it. I actually have all my original issues from the 90s still. And it's not the best. I mean, it's, I thought it was fine in the day. I haven't read it since then, but I just thought it would be a cool thing to have collected. All of the Heroes Reborn stuff from the 90s, all in one volume. So I couldn't pass it up. Like I said, it was a bit of an impulse, but no regrets. I'm glad I have this. Plus, the super cool, I always thought Jim Lee's rendition of the Fantastic Four, Black Panther, all those guys was awesome, so I love that cover. So I'm going to crack this open and relive my teenage years. That should be fun. So guys, that is it for the week. Another big week, but like I said, they're all big weeks now, so I guess big is the new, or normal is the new big, I suppose. So guys, I appreciate you watching. If you like this video or any of the other videos on my channel, maybe consider hitting the subscribe button. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give it a sarcastic thumbs up. If nothing else, leave me a comment. Let me know what you picked up this week. Did you get any, did you finish out the Heroes Reborn, the new? Did you get Heroes Reborn of old? Do you like the Batman Fortnite comic? It is a good story. Just anything that you picked up, let me know. I love comic books. I could talk about them with a room full of people or just to a camera. Guys, remember, comic books are supposed to be fun. They are just another awesome form of storytelling. Like what you like, let other people like what they like. If somebody likes something that you don't, that's okay. If you like something that somebody else doesn't, that's okay too. The great things about comics is that there is plenty for everyone. You are bound to find something that you like in this sea of comics, and it's easy to ignore the things that you don't like. So guys, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.